Hello kittens, I'm Colonel Failure and this is Banished with the Colonial Charter mod. We're looking at the exciting and why is no one working here? You see, this is not a great start to proceedings, is it? More farmers, that's the solution. Yes, hello, fields. Yes, quite a few fields, and they're all operational and staffed now. And we've got, quite a pleasant variety. Now, what I do want to be careful of, and yes, I have just noticed that the food reserves are low. What I want to be careful of is overflowing this this section of proceedings, so this whole area, with fields without the necessary processing and storage thereof. Now, my storage primarily for this kind of stuff is down here at the magazine. Equally, we've got more storage kicking around right the way down here, but that's a fair chunk of labour required to get that done. So what I want to do relatively soon, I haven't put an actual time frame on this, but what I want to do relatively soon is get rid of this this field here and flatten this area. Possibly the collateral damage of this stuff as well going on. Stuff, buildings, you know what they're called. In order to turn this into the major food processing and kind of manufacturing area. Now that's going to, for a little while, yield rather a lot of duplicate buildings, that's what I'm talking about, as we transition towards a brighter future of greater extravagance, where we can support a few more people. And what I'll probably end up doing is turning this whole area into food processing and then set up another field patchwork over there. River might get in the way. Maybe another field patchwork down here. You leave it leading to kind of major housing areas and so forth, spreading out towards the town centre, I suppose. I don't know. I haven't thought that far ahead. And one of the things I've been intending to do is actually play ahead a little and experiment some. You know how I do. In order to find out if this is a fruitless task or whether I've set myself up for a catastrophe in the future. I mean, that's putting aside the catastrophes the game will just throw at me for giggles. I imagine there's some relatively catastrophic activity that I'm kind of set myself up for anyway. So that's the future. There we go. We've got 15 labourers. I've got 4 builders sitting around doing nothing, and so I think it's time we got the 30 people who are currently homeless. Let's get them with a roof over their heads. Now, what I want to do is find some houses that are going to work quite nicely in estate fashion. And I mean that in the most positive of senses. Now, you see, officer townhouses. I got a liking for those. Now, what's that they need? Is that lumber that they need in order to office a townhouse? Because we can put a street together and actually make something relatively pleasant out of it. Likewise, what do they actually support? I have family of 6. Yeah, that's not bad. Large resident needs glass and brick. Is that lumber they need? How much have I got in stock? If I've got some in stock, I can look at that as a potential. Lumber. 700 I have in stock. Well, that would probably be enough, wouldn't it? I'm not using it for anything else. I think I've got a furniture maker on the go. Look at all of these homeless people. What kind of a wretch am I to leave these people out in the cold during winter? I imagine half of them are going to snuff it. Other things I have observed in betwixt episodes are the schoolhouse was maxed recently. What's your problem? Not enough clay? We can probably get another clay operative going. Or is it not enough storage? I can never spot the difference. That means they haven't got the resources, right? I think that's probably the case. The line thing through it, not enough resources. The arrow thing pointing upwards with the line, not anywhere to put it. Maybe. Yes, all these chaps seem to have run out of goodies at the same time. So, yeah, okay, right, let's, I don't know, where shall I start? well, the one thing I do want to do is get some housing up over here. Likewise, this mountainous hilly ridge, I guess, is going to be my next mining area. So I'll probably stick that on the side over here, rather than, you know, get ground pollution in amongst my field. But I still want some houses. Stop pussyfooting around and get some houses going. I'm not going to build officer townhouses. Not yet. Could go boarding houses, I expect. I mean, where would we put these? We could put the bunkhouses here, up by the fields. No, I'm not playing Tropico. Tropico that's what you would do in Tropico. This is temporary accommodation for those that lack it. So, I mean, maybe if I can back it onto the other one. No, it's not quite so practical. Well, if that's not the solution you're going for, what are you going for? I don't think swanky houses are really going to be practical. There we go, town abodes. Right, now, what I want to... The other thing that I'm going to try and do is move away from this kind of ad hoc build that I've been doing so far. I'm sure some of you will say, well, that's about time. No, and I'm not going to do that yet. Right, stop being ad hoc. Decorative items. Walls and fences. Fieldstone walls, yes. Colonial walls. Sturdy walls. Wire fences. Passable walls. Okay, what else have we got going on here? I haven't really explored all of the options that come with Colonial Charter, a lot of which is quite cool. I mean, as much as this mod adds great complexity to the game. I welcome complexity at that. It's more about, you know, what can we do to make this a more interesting layout? Hedges with a stone bench. Yes. Statues and flags. Big statue of me. Let's not get carried away. We want to do something that has an appearance that I approve of. Now, I've seen several people do kind of stone-clad docking areas, and I'm not certain that's part of this mod. If it is, and I don't come across it in the next 10 minutes, please do point me in the right direction. There we go. I found it. It's all right. You can all relax. Key wall outside piece. All right. Let's. I'm still holding a house. So what do? You're kind of an outy corner, right? Inside piece. Yes. Okay. Straight piece. Okay. Ooh, I'm going to have some fun with this. Right, so the question is, where do I want my exciting quayside to be? And I think it's going to be along here. Now, equally, if I put a piece here, can I build up enough to actually make land, or do I have to take it around the corner? What else have we got here? Key locker. Oh, look at that. What does it do? Stores meat and meat products, including nuts and fish. I'm not sure I would store my nuts and fish in the same place. Large shoreline... But, right. Key barn. Double check the description, please. Large storage building that must be built on the shoreline. Sweet, I'm there. Right. This is going to help with some of my goods storage, I think. There we go. Now, can I get a couple on? I can get a couple on there. Right, I'm going to do it. Yeah. Ooh, yeah, I'm excited about that. Right, that's got my builders back to work, which is a good place to start. Fort and palisades. Oh, there's a wealth of things I wish I'd discovered earlier in here. Cannons, stone the crows, a musket range, blockhouses. Work, flipping heck. All right, okay, right. Forget everything else. This is what I'm all about now. This is what I'm all about now. Key fishery. Let's not get carried away, however. But yes, anyway, back to the thought process. What I'd quite like to do is get a proper quayside built somewhere. Now we've got this pond here, and I'm not entirely sure what I want to do with it. I mean, you know, we've got ponds hither and yon, and you know, I could use any of them. likewise, no water up there. So I think we're in the... apart from this other pond. Okay, right, well, that's fine. Now, if I could build a kind of a straight... If I had some terrain modification tools, I could do good things with this wiggly stretch of river. I'd make it straight and we'd turn it into a canal. But I don't think that's going to be viable. So instead, maybe I'll start working it over here, because I mean, this isn't just me, you know, piffling around trying to create needless complexity. Rather, I'm trying to find somewhere to build my town centre. Now, we've got our kind of governmental buildings here, and I'll probably knock those down and put them somewhere else as well, because the time has come that our target, our watchword, is glamour. Yeah, there's a watchword for you. We want a glamorous environment. And at the moment, that's not what we have. We have a bare... I haven't done anything of any note so far today. I'm starting to become aware of that. So what else could we do? This actually might lend itself in a canal-esque fashion, especially with this kind of tributary running into it. All right, let's try it. I'm excited to be a part of it. Let's... what are the arrows actually pointing towards here? Oh, you only want to go straight. Yeah, you see, that's not going to fly. I need a diagonal piece here. Okay, right. Well, that's not going to work, is it? I don't want to have to build some kind of jaggedy doodah going up here. Likewise, yeah, there's an invisible grid here that I'm working to. Key wall, diagonal. Is that diagonal? That doesn't look terribly diagonal. No. Likewise, food reserves are low. Just you know, I've spotted that. That's a thing that's happening. Quayside house, a warm home for your shoreline. Oh, we could. There we go. All right, this is my solution for now. Given that I've got those two barns rocking there, what I was trying to do, or the original imperative that I was working on here, was to try and get some housing for my farmers, so that they don't have to travel too far. So I'm gonna stack them along here, and they, you know, we can have once again some kind of Venice effect going on. I seem to have a Venice fixation at the moment for reasons I don't fully understand. All right, that's probably enough. I think that was 4, maybe 5 that I plonked down there. That'll be enough. That'll keep things moving along. Oh, native items. I don't think I really need a TP. Not at the moment. I downloaded one other mod, which, if I find it, I'll be very pleased. Stockpiles, no. Vegetable store. No, I downloaded a very small mod that allows you to use a wagon as storage. So it stores a small amount of items ready for distribution elsewhere. No, and it will be in here if it's anywhere. I can't rule out that it was those market carts, but I'm pretty certain it wasn't. A resource depot. Ooh. Alright, that's interesting. This is the wrong place for it, obviously, but yes. Right, okay, so these chaps are all going to get housed relatively quickly. My labour force is looking pretty sturdy. Likewise, they seem to have found a small gap in the pathway there. Look, hey, look at this. Lovely little bit of stone road that they go, no, we'll just we'll cut that corner for you. Okay, let's what can we do with that? Low on food. I'm not that low on food. Tools. Low on tools. Alright, I think there's probably some fundamentals that I'm going to have to increase my production of. I could plaza this whole bit. Maybe stick a market stall in the middle. Is that in keeping with my illustrious plans? Don't know. And once these are built, we'll spin things round the other way, and let's say it is in keeping with my illustrious plans, and then I want to stick a... We could stick a market trader on there. I quite like the look of the market trader. But the important thing to take away from this is no more mucking around, just plonking stuff willy-nilly. Fruit stall. Vegetables. I'm quite big on vegetables, as it happens. Wood market cart. No. Stone. No. Iron. No. Edibles. Yes. So we could stick a market cart in here, which might be fun. Yeah, let's do that, and then we'll plaza the rest of that. Let's plaza it in something. No, let's plaza it in stone. We have decided that stone is our road medium of choice, our paving of choice. So let's stick with it, and equally this should help speed folk towards their destination, and maybe there's a means whereby I can create some kind of fixed wall here to I don't know, to accomplish something. That's interesting. Is the road? No. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it's just because the stone is wrong. I don't think it's letting me plaza the section that I've opted to build that cart in. Anyway, we've got a trader, I think. Or has he left already? Hello there, tradesperson. What have you got? Sand. Interesting. Candles. Yes. I sell candles. I hope you know that. Fancy furniture. Oh, lovely. Love a bit of fancy furniture, me. Well, no, not interested. But what can I order from you in the future? Iron tools, steel tools. Yeah, I might. Do we want? No, do I? Do I want to order some steel tools? I don't know. I don't have to buy them, do I? Yeah. Always bring steel tools when you visit. And what else? I might as well ask for something else while I'm at it. Hardwood, maybe? No, I'll harvest that for myself a little later on. Yeah, that'll do. Steel tools. Bring some steel tools. That would be most welcome. But for now, go away. Right. Saley, the labourer, has died of old age. Let us take a moment and have a memorial drink. There we go. Farmers, yes. Farmers, yes. Farmers. They are getting the message here that this is land that was constructed with them in mind. Likewise, maybe we should put we could put another little trading effort down here. I'm having a market moment. A rural market. Flip, no. Just a little bit large. I want central market, no. Maybe a fruit stall. Fruit stall? Fruit stall. Nope, that's a fruit stall there. There we go. We'll just plonk that in there, because obviously we don't grow any fruit over here. I haven't got any of those green things, trees, orchards. That's what they call them. Yes, I ought to get some orchards up as part of this newfangled system of contentment generation. It's the bright modern future for my workforce. No, you made a mess of that one. There we go. Equally, I am motoring through stone like it's going out of fashion, but there's plenty more of it in the ground. I'll make some kind of open quarry at some point, and that'll bring all the stone to my yard. All right, good. What's that? How many building jobs is that now? 12 building jobs. Good. Yeah, I've got plenty of builders for that. So, are we using... There we go. We're using the barns. Barns used. Excellent. This is a good thing. Right, traders is something I want to upweight. And vendors as well. Full employment is what we're about. Now, now here's the thing. I've got, what are we looking at here? 250 population. Am I going to need another stone maker, tool maker? Stone maker? A quarry person, surely. Or do I hold on for the redevelopment? Well, given that I'm going to be rebuilding everything anyway, yeah, let's get it built so we don't run out of tools, because running out of tools would not be a good thing. Right, okay, here we go, finding it. Blacksmith, used to create tools. There you go, it's almost like I knew where I was looking there. No? You don't want to plonk in there? Oh, you've got this shore person in the way. No, that would have been a nice spot. What I might do, however, is put another shore person on there. Resource production. Diggy folk. Not enough space. Oh, there's a blinder. That's just what. Hold on, if I spin it round. There we go. There is enough space. Stop you complaining. Right. Still, blacksmith somewhere. Maybe right next to the iron mine itself, which is running a little on the low side. I possibly ought to think about setting up my secondary mine before I run out. There we go. That's, that's thinking. That is. So yeah. So this has been something of a patchy escapade today. But we're in a period of transition, as I think is quite evident. No, the salt works. Oh, maybe salt at some point would be a whole lot of fun. Right, where do you want to place? Likewise, can I get 2 iron mines down here? I can put more miners to work, I suppose. Where are we? There, here. About, no. Alright, none of that. What about this side? I'll put you anywhere you like, just as long as you're happy afterwards. Can't be placed. Can be placed. Place. Right, there we go. We have committed to mine 2. Now, when that's done, I will road it up. I've got the necessary folk to get that done. Let's just have a quick skim of this lot to make sure that there isn't anything I'm under-resourcing right now. Stone, we are fine. But I do still have some concerns. Ah, hell, these guys haven't got tools now. I am, in fact, out of tools. Did I get a blacksmith down? I think I did. Did I? Someone will tell me. Is there a where can I check? No, I didn't put it down. I was going to put it right next to the mine, which I have just placed, given that the old one is almost out of business. Right, what have you got? 1,500 steel tools at 12 a throw. Well, that's quite a lot, isn't it? Let's flog some pottery. Let's stick all of the pfennigs in the mix. Likewise, furniture. I don't need that. Okay, right. What have we got? 3,600 and some. 3,600. Oh, divide that by 12 is 300 and a bit. Overpaying by 32. Well, no, 300 tools is going to be plenty to see me through this lean patch. So 32 less dosh. We'll just take it out of there. So that's going to be 38. Look at me, maths. Ha ha ha. There we go. Tools, right. Tools problem solved. Where's my tools? I hit the trade button, right? I did hit the trade button. There we go. Tools are now flowing. The tools flow. Better than that, they're steel tools, so that's going to help people along. Right, yes, with a bit of luck, that'll keep me flowing. So yeah, I noticed in the comments last time around we've started to generate discussion vis-a-vis appropriate placement of buildings to maximise my what's going on here. Why you question? You require another trader? No. What do you require? Number of citizens. What are you? You got a picture of a vendor stall. There you go. Have an employee. However, it would have been nice if someone had got that rock out. Let's harvest this stone. I mean, I was implying that by putting that little wagon down, we'd get rid of the stone. Equally, with this built, can I stick? No, I can't. That's a shame. Alright, I'll have to place some scenery or some such to mask the fact that that's pretty ugly. But this will allow people just to, you know, grab a little snackaroo, some hard tack. They'll be able to fill themselves up on their way wherever they're going. Which is sure to be a delight for all involved. Likewise, maybe I should take these trees out. Just because, you know, they're getting in the way of important Colonelsburg business. What am I short on here? Food. All right, I've not looked in 20 minutes. Let's have a look and see what our actual delivery is like. Production, food. Produced 27, used 25. We should be fine. Although my population is going to continue to grow. So I'm coming perilously close to it. These people, given half the chance, they don't half breed. I mean, that's positive and all, but they breed and then they're incredibly hungry out the other side of it. Now, I mean, this is all fine and you know, jolly beneficial for the survival of the thing in the long term. Fruit stall. You're in a vendor stall. Sell some fruit. Oh, hello. You've got a catchment area. Does that mean who you're selling to or where you're acquiring from? I'm going to guess it's where you sell to. Yes, that's got a catchment area. So I've not noticed that before. That's a house. That's not a market. That's a market. There you go. Yes, okay, so that's the catchment area for these market facilities. Good to know. Does storage have the same deal? No, I guess storage is all about how far people can be bothered to travel. Meanwhile, you will observe the Cooper has been busy. We've got 122 barrels. Now, the question is, you, sir, you've got grapes. Have I got any wine in storage anywhere? Let's talk to the Department of Inventory. Wine. None. Likewise, ale, none. Let's check for stored in houses. Ale, none. Okay. Wine, none. In trading posts, ale, none. Yes. And wine, none. Okay. So, there's a problem going on here, because evidently I am now producing barrels. The winery, they've got some grapes, so, you know, presumably, they're why are you question marking me? Place a mine. Miners. 6 of 21. Oh, I see, people have gone off for pastures new. Okay, let's max that out. In fact, let's not max that out. Let's drop that to about 14. Because 14's not an arbitrary number. And then we'll drop this down to 8. There we go. That should be okay. Yeah, that's fine. Good. Right, so my mine's built. I'm going to get the blacksmith built as well, so that we've got a handover of tool construction before the other mine runs out of steam. Which, at the same time, should lead to a situation where I'm blacksmithing sufficient to keep up with demand. Yes, I think we can all get behind that as a concept. In fact, I'm going to place you right outside the front door, and then I also want some storage for stone stockpile. No, iron stockpile. Yes. Where have I got a bit of space here? Right, okay. Well, I'm going to go right next to the blacksmith. 4x4. Because if we're storing any more than that, then I would suggest we possibly don't need it. There we go. That's going to wrap it up. That's going to, you know, just stop this guy hammering in my ear. yes, that's going to get us to our goal for this time around. This road seems to be taking its time being built. I don't know why. I've got labourers. Likewise, I have the stone. So why don't you folks shake a leg and get it done? Equally, why are these trees still here? I gave the tree destruction order a while back. Trees oh no, they're embedded now. Oh, okay. There is no tree removal. No, likewise, stone removal. Well, enjoy the edibles cart while it lasts there, folks, because yeah, we're going to have to remove it and get rid of the stone. Yeah, what a drag. What if I remove resources? Remove structures? No. Cancel removal? No. Collect stone and iron? No. Collect iron? No. Remove resources. Right, let's try it once more. No, see, that's not drawing a thing on there. I think it's because I placed the road before opting to remove it. Okay, right. Look, that's quite enough of that. While you're elsewhere, watching your favourite reality television show, I shall endeavour to have a tinker with some dockside stuff. I'll figure out how to get it looking good, and then I'll come back and I'll do it while you're watching. I believe people pay good money for that kind of behaviour. So thank you very much for tuning in today. I've been Colonel Failure. This is, somewhat ponderous, as episodes have a tendency to be. But I do believe that progress is being made. I mean, look, we've got these little stilty-based houses, all of whom farmers and a miner in that one. Oh, I guess we're going to get some miners, given the mine is close by. But this all appears to be working. Now, somebody tell me why I don't have wine. Please? That would be jolly civilized of you. And I'll catch up with you very soon, where there will be further entertainment of a dubious nature. So thanks very much for watching. Chuck us a like, subscribe if you have not done so already, and I will catch up with you very soon. Cheerio.